In this video, I'm going to show you how to run your AI agents completely free using Microsoft Azure's free chat models. I'm going to show you how to sign up for the $1,000 in free credits that they offer, how to set up your entire Microsoft Azure account so you can connect it to n8n, as well as run a quick test to show you how it works. So without wasting any more time, let's just get right into the video. So over here, I'm inside of n8n. I have my setup with an AI agent over here. And as you can see, this AI agent is powered by a chat model called the Azure OpenAI chat model. Azure OpenAI chat model is essentially just a Microsoft service that uses the same OpenAI models that you would using the regular OpenAI API and just gives you free access to them. So if I were to go over here and use the OpenAI chat model as per usual and type in GPT 4.1, this would be essentially the same thing. I'm just using it directly from OpenAI. But in the case of Azure, Microsoft is giving this to us and giving it to us for completely free. So now if I ask it something like, what is 23 times 24? I should go ahead and receive response. So the AI agent was just working. Yep, 23 times 24 is 552. That looks about right. Let's go ahead and check it. So 23 times 24 is indeed 552. So that was correct. And now that I've shown you this proof, let's go ahead and set up your own Microsoft Azure account so you can get $1,000 in free credits. So the first step here is to go ahead to this link, portal.startups.microsoft.com/signup. I'm also going to drop it in the description so you can just go ahead and access it there. But on this page, you're going to see something like this. And over here, you're going to get to the Get Started Quickly option so you can access up to $5,000 in Azure credits. So over here, you're just going to sign up with Azure. A couple of things to note. This is restricted to only certain countries, so check before you sign up. I know people from other countries that have successfully signed up, so it really shouldn't be a problem for most of you. Now, the next thing is you have to sign up using a valid personal account, and you also have to be a new Azure customer, which is obviously no issue if you haven't already created an account. I'm just going to go ahead and sign up with Azure. So once you have created an account and gotten inside of Azure, you'll see over here that you can unlock $1,000 in Azure credits. So you're going to go ahead and click on Verify with LinkedIn. I'm going to skip this step because I already have another account, and I'm just doing this for the sake of demo purposes, but I'll meet you on the next step. Once you've gone ahead and verified that, as I have over here, you're going to receive those $1,000 in credits. As you can see here, I've already used some of mine. So now let's go ahead and set up the access for you. So now what you're going to do is you're going to head over to the Azure AI Foundry. For me, it was over here. For you, it might be somewhere here. But either way, you're going to go ahead to this overview section. And the first thing you're going to have to do is create an AI Foundry resource so you can start building those AI solutions. So go ahead and click on Create Resource. Over here, it's going to prompt you to select your subscription. I just selected my own subscription. For the resource group, you're going to have to create a new resource group. I already have mine set up over here. But what you're going to do is you're going to create a new one. And let me just follow the steps along with you. For me, I'm just going to name it Test. So once you've filled in all these details, you can go ahead and click on Next. For the network, for this option, you can just select all networks. This isn't that big of a deal. For this, just keep going as it is. You can skip the encryption. I have it set up for myself, but it doesn't make that big of a difference. For the tags, you're just going to go ahead and create a tag so you can name it whatever. When I was first setting up this API, I needed to let myself know that I didn't know this was the API. So I named this, is this the API? And then for the value, I put OpenAI API. I believe this is the OpenAI API. But unlike I did, just name it something normal and you can click on Next. So after you've done that, it's going to run the final validation. Give it a sec, and now it's good. So you can go ahead and click on Create. It's going to initialize your deployment. And after you've initialized your deployment, you can go back to the Azure AI Foundry. Once you're back here on the overview screen, you should be good to click on this Azure OpenAI field. And if you've done everything correctly, over here, you're going to see a resource name pop up. So just click on the name. Over here is going to take you to this new screen. And here you're going to be able to see your resource group, which is what you just created, the endpoints that you're going to need, as well as the API keys. So before even setting up this API, we can actually go ahead, scroll down and click on Explore Azure AI Foundry portal. And what that's going to do is it's going to take you to this chat playground screen. And over here is the area where you can create a new deployment. So the deployment is essentially your approval. So as you can see here, I have GPT 4.1 deployed. So I've approved it for my own use. And what you're going to do on your end is click on this Create New Deployment, click on From Base Models. And then over here, you can really go ahead and select any model that you would like. So I already have many of these deployed. You can choose something, for example, GPT 4.1. You can go ahead and click on Confirm. It's going to ask you, and then you're going to click on Deploy. So after you've done that, It's going to create your deployment, and you should be good to go. Feel free to create as many deployments as you want. After you've done with that, you can go back to the same screen that we had over here. This is where we're going to have the endpoints, the API keys that we will need for creating a connection inside of n8n. So the next step is to obviously open up n8n, and over here in the new nodes tab, you can go ahead and search for Azure. We're going to need the chat model. By default, it's just going to output these two. We don't really need them for now, but you're going to click inside of this, and you're going to go ahead and create a new credential. Feel free to name this something like My Free Credits, but over here, we're just going to provide the details that you had inside of here. And this is personal data, but what you would do is you would go ahead to the endpoints, and obviously the endpoints and the API keys are unique to your workspace, so you're going to need to keep them private. But in essence, you're going to go ahead and click on these endpoints. There's going to be one endpoint, I believe. You're going to copy that endpoint URL, and then you're going to go ahead, scroll down, and then paste in your link over here. For the API version, you can actually change it to 2025-04-01 instead of 03. For the API key, Microsoft is going to have two API keys for you. Feel free to take either of them and then plug them inside of here. Your resource name is just going to be the resource name that you have over here. In my case, it's OpenAI connection OpenAI. So you're going to provide that inside of here. And once you've done that, go ahead and click save, and from there you're done. So now, just for the sake of testing this out once again, let's go ahead and use Azure. So for the chat model, I've selected GPT 4.1, but for the other models, you would just have to type them in. So for GPT 4.1 mini, I would type in -mini, because if you just type in mini, that's not going to work and it's going to error out. But those chat models are pretty much exactly the same as OpenAI chat models. You can set up these different options, so they're pretty flexible. But now let's just have a conversation with my AI agent. It's just a conversational agent that responds in backwards responses. So if I say something like hello, it's going to go ahead and respond with ole, and so you get the point. Anyway, I hope you got some value out of this video. Setting up your AI chat model for completely free. If you do have any issues, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. But if you want more tips like this, make sure to join my school community. The link for that will be in the description, so you can go ahead and set that up. And with that, I thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye.